Hello my friends, today we're going to be learning how to play Shindig of the Shadows. This is a fast one, it's tricky, but don't panic, I'm going to slow it right down and break it up into very small sections. And if you do struggle with it, remember to just practice on the individual sections that I'm going to show you now. And when you feel confident with one section, then you can move on to the next one and just keep repeating that process, lots and lots of practice, and you should get there. So we're going to start with the intro. I place my index finger over the first 4 strings of the first fret, and I'm going to slide up to the second fret. So it's just a slide motion with the finger. I'm going to be doing an upstroke pick, and I'm going to rake the B, the G, and the D string all at once. So just so I pull up on the pick and then slide my finger with a little tremolo at the end. So we do this 3 times for the intro. It'll be okay. For the verse, I'm going to be playing this. We're going to start by barring the first 4 strings, just like we did for the intro, but only on the 2nd fret this time. And we're going to start playing on the D string and move down to the G. So we've got 2, 4, 2, 4, and now I bring that bar up to the 4th fret, and I put my middle finger on the B string, 5th fret. Okay, so I'm ready to play. And I'm playing the B and the G together here. And as I play the B and the G, I'm hammering on my ring finger onto the 6th fret of the G string. Then we're going to play. So that's just an open G. Well, it's not an open G. Sorry, it's barred on the 4th fret, and then we come up to the 7th fret on the D string, and then play the 4th fret on the D. So we have. Then we're going to play and play this note here twice. So we've got. Okay, let me play that through again. That's the first time. That's the 2nd time, and now we play. This is what we play to finish that verse. So we're on the G string, we play the 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th, 4th, back to the 2nd, 4th on the D, and then we're going to play the intro part again. Okay, so that's the verse covered. So the bridge is this here. I've got a tab on my website if you need assistance. So we go to the bridge, and we're starting with the 2nd fret, and we're playing the open string first. Now, it's just important to get the rhythm right, because all we're doing here is we're playing the open fret, and then we're just putting the 2nd fret down, lifting it off. Okay, so it's just a rhythm. So it's a first one's a hammer on to the 2nd, we move on to the next section, which is okay, we play this 2nd fret again up here on the low E string, open A, and then we're playing 4 on the A and the D, and I just tend to lay my little finger across there so I've got both of those notes covered. I don't have to move them around too much, so I've got then down to the 2nd of the D string, back to the 4th, so back to the 2nd again, and see I'm covering all of the strings here with my index finger, so I don't have to individually get those notes. It just speeds up the process a little bit, helps you play a little bit faster. Okay. Open string, 2nd and the 4th. Okay, then we repeat that, so we go. There it changes, it goes. So we're going to go 2, 2, 2, 4, 2. So I'm going to play that whole section through as it would be played. Okay, the next part we're going to play is this. Now this part is a little bit faster, and it is tricky, and you have to get that muscle memory down in your fingers. You know, I still find when I'm practicing something, I find it a little bit tricky or a little difficult to get my fingers to work the way I want. Sometimes I just play for 10 minutes, I put my guitar down, I go and have some dinner or something, I come back, and suddenly I can play it, you know. You've got to allow yourself a little bit of time for it to settle in your brain, and your fingers sort of get used to where they need to be. So this is one of those sections that can be a little bit tricky, but if you practice hard and frequently, you'll get it. Okay, so to play this section, we're going to be starting on the 2nd fret of the D, up to the 4th. You play the 2nd fret on the G once, and then we're sliding up to the 7th fret of the D string, and then back down to the same note that we played on the 7th fret, we're playing on the 2nd. So it's exactly the same note, but we slide up to it, so we're going to go. So there we're just going to go 4, 2, 4, open string twice, and then we're going to go. So we do that section 2 times. The 3rd time we play it, it changes on the ending. Now we go 4, 2, 4, 2, 2. Instead of finishing on the open string, we finish on the 2nd fret there. Now we play a palm muted section. For the palm mute, you just want to muffle your strings a little bit, just with the palm of your hand. If you're unfamiliar with palm muting, it's when you get this kind of sound. If I play without and with, so palm muting is just where you get the palm of your hand just near the strings on the bridge, and just muffle the strings slightly. And that's what we're going to do here in this section. We're going to play the G and the D string, the 4th fret on the G and the 6th fret on the D, and we're gonna play. So we're gonna I play all of these with downstrokes. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then change. And then we're moving up to the 6th and 7th fret on the D and the A string. Okay? And we move that down then to the 4th and the 5th. So we've got, and then we go, and then we're playing 4 and 2, and then 2 and an open D string. Okay? So the whole piece is then we go back and we play another verse again. After this verse we then play a solo which goes like this. This is the first part of it. Then we go. Okay, and then the final part goes. Okay, so we're going to start by putting our index finger on the 5th fret of both the E and the B string, and we're going to strike the strings from the B and the E together downwards, and we're going to hammer on to the 7th fret of the B string. So we've got, that's the first part of this little section. Then we're going to move up and we're going to bar the G, the B and the E string, and we're going to play this note here, the 6th fret, and we're only playing the G and the B to start with for the first section. So we're going to go, so much like we hammered on here, we're just going to hammer on to the 9th fret on the G string, and we're only playing the G and the B. And then we play the B and the E after that. So we've got one strike on the G and the B, and then one strike on the B and the E. So we've got, okay. Then we move up to, and it's just like we did here, but we're going to play it up on the 10th fret, hammering on to the 12th. So we have, okay, I do actually bar all 3 strings here, but it's okay if you bar only 2. This is just the way I prefer to do it. So we have, now we're going to bar all 3 strings on the 9th fret. The 10th fret we're going to put our finger there, and we play the B and the E string, and then slide down and play just the B and the E string on the 5th fret. Okay, the next part of this, the second part of this is, so it's exactly what we've done before, pretty much. Except we finish here this time. Okay? Now the third part of this goes, so we strike once and then do the hammer on. And then slide it up to 7 and 9. And then we're going to play 9 and 10, 10, 12, 12, 14, 10, 12, 9 and 10, 10, 12, 12, 14, 14, 15, 12, 14, 10, 12, 9, 10, and then we've reached the end of the solo now, where we're going to play okay. Now all this is, we're going to slide down from somewhere around the middle of the guitar. It doesn't matter where you go from, and what we're doing is we're just going to cover the first 3 strings, and we're going to place our index finger on the G string next to it. Okay, and this is just going to be, we're just going to slide this up until we get to the 12th fret with our index finger. So we're going to be striking it. So we strike the strings, get the slide, and then we finish off the rhythm once we're there. So we've got and then finish with a slide out, and then we strike the open string on the low E 3 times. That whole section is played twice, just to slide up and then the 3 times. We play that 2 times. So we've got at this point, excuse me, we move back to the verse. One more time. Finish with the outro, which is exactly the same as the intro, where we go 3 times like this. Well, first 1, 2, and you can finish with 1 more, but on my cover I just did it up here, so I went from the 13th to the 14th fret, which is just the octave above. Okay guys, that's how you play Shindig. If you have any questions about today's lesson, please write to me in the comments section or send me a private email at mercermusic@hotmail.it. If you'd like some tablature to go with this video, please visit my website at kenmercermusic.com. Remember to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to be notified by email of my next uploads.